Blood suckers must die. What a very interesting way to start a reading. And straight away, I am drawn to the man in true blood with his hands together, just staring at us right now, face on. This could be you, or what you've been dealing with. And interestingly enough, you're not the only one staring at this situation. This is the True Blood card from my TV tarot, and it represents the 10 of Wands. An incredible burden, incredibly heavy energy, but I get anger, I get lust, I get violence, I get domestic violence, I get fighting, I get sex, I get rough sex, I get aggression, I get manipulation, I get fraud, I get narcissism, I get face surgery, I get nose job, cheek fillers, bum implants. Weird for me to say bum implants. I would think I would want to say BBL, but I want to say bum implants. I want to get a little sex slave with it. Whips and chains excite me energy coming through there. That's a Rihanna song. If you don't know, get to know. This is in the action position. This is maybe something that's been filmed. This could be nudes, a sex tape, an OnlyFans, some kind of dirt or blackmail, some kind of information on you that would make life really sucky if this gets out. There's a need for you, your PR, your publicist to protect you from this. Yeah? There's a need for your friends, your social group. This hasn't got to be celebritism and make it big, but when I'm looking at the Superstore card, I'm looking at the publicist, I'm looking at the team, I'm looking at everyone else waiting to recover from this. Then I'm looking at TMZ waiting for the news to drop, but I'm looking for the PR team waiting to make sure they can cover the story if it does drop, right? But on that same note, I know situations from a total different perspective in the same vibration of a post being put on Instagram, revenge porn, Snapchat, yeah? There's a Snapchat account. I do not have Snapchat now. I used to have it about a decade ago. When I used to have Snapchat, I used to be on there all the time posting, living my best life because I'm a turn-up queen. Used to be, R.I.P. the old me. But I used to turn up all the time, not in any way inappropriately. Just, I'm the life and soul of the party, always have been. Don't be a hater. I'm just telling the truth. So in those moments, I would post, but I wasn't really aware of who was following me and how many people were actually watching my stuff and what my numbers were like and the traction and stuff like that. It's kind of 24 hours and it's gone. And every time I'm drinking, having a party, cocktails, hosting, cooking, I'm always turning up and sharing it with the world. But I learned that there were some specific accounts that would actually follow you just to screen grab your stuff, steal your stuff, make a collection of it. Some of the most famous accounts on Snapchat that I knew at the time, one of them was a pornographic style page. People would send the creator porn, or they would go around taking it from where they can find it, and it turned into a massive collection of exposing loads of people in the middle of sexual acts. And loads of people who didn't want to be seen in the middle of these sexual acts. Exes were sending their photos and their videos of their exes, their lovers, everything to this person. And then I see this person following me on all of my accounts. I'm like, this person's waiting for me to drop something so they can scoop it up like it's TMZ. Haven't got to be a celebrity to still be attacked by the TMZ collective. Let's just say it like that. This is the second reading that I'm going in on lower level journalism, and maybe that's because where I'm at in my career now, because my readings are slowly becoming more than just a general reading about you, but somewhat of a journalistic piece sometimes, and we're talking about stuff that's going on in the community, you know? So it gives me, without being, oh, bear with me, guys. Sorry about that. Let's dive back in to this energy. Let's go straight for the 6 card spread and the cards in the middle. Let's take that as a sign to dive deeply into the tarot in the center and see what more wants to come through. Do let me know how you're finding these readings at this time, because as I evolve and change my approach, what is fascinating to me is how much clairvoyance comes through when using these decks in this way. And these are really personal decks to me, and I've used them for many years, just me, and they've been incredible at prophesizing for me, and obviously a select collective that have met me for readings in person, one-to-one, but to bring them to the platform and become a tarot reader for a general collective using them is very different for me. So feedback is always welcome, okay? But I'm not going to get lost in the clairvoyance, because sometimes I could do a full-blown clairvoyant story. This man with his hands and fingers positioned like this, a lot of conversation to be had about this. If you know about the symbol of the hands in this position, and the talk about Illuminati, and the talk about Satanism, Satanists, and we've spoken about the public eye, we've spoken lengthily about porn. I was going off on a tangent about Snapchat before we got interrupted. And now it's just a really interesting conversation. And this is the card of true blood. We didn't even go there. Yeah? True. And this is giving me who is true blood to you. They always say blood is thicker than water. And in about 2023, I started saying, yeah, blood is indeed thicker than water. But water keeps you hydrated and prevents you from dying. And blood is thick, easily drained, and makes you teeter-totter between life and death if you don't have enough of it. That's the dark side in me rising up. That was the dark side in me rising up after being absolutely ravished to death by the vampires that exist, right? So I started to value water. Blood is thicker than water. Yeah, I'm really aware of that. And I quite like to stay hydrated. I'm not here for the thickness that the blood provides. No, I don't want to drink true blood. Yeah? Because it's about what you're drinking, what you're consuming, what you're inhaling, what you're eating, what you're craving, what you're thirsting for. I'm looking at someone incredibly lusty. Someone very much into sex, foreplay, roleplay, porn on a different degree. Sexual activity that's out there and different. Sinister shit. It's not giving me illegal and crime. It's not giving me anything I would like to turn the reading off about and say, get out of here, sicko. So that's a good sign. But it is giving me film and industry. It is giving me characters and business and money and profiteering. And it is giving me, like I said, a little bit of fraud. So a little bit of the way you're making money off other people's sexualization. And it feels like someone maliciously hoping, if we put the sex aside for a minute, I've got somebody potentially on the line with me now. I'll let you know if it is you and I'm receiving you, just so you know I'm aware that you could be watching me outrightly or watching someone else outrightly to get a portfolio, information, intelligence, something that you can use against them. Yeah? Part of me wants to be combative and fight with you straight away. I'm going to try and refrain from doing that, because the real bad bitch in me wants to say, come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. But I'm going to rein it in and be more empathic and less egoic and go, you do you. Gather whatever it is you need to do in regards to evidence and the shit you're compiling. Because we're going to look at the energy of this person in the middle who looks like they are trying to take me on. I'm going to stay in this energy because I'm not going to budge. But what I do say, stay with me now, because the collective listening in on this, you may be taking on the role of me, or you may be taking on the character of whoever I'm being combative towards, because I either have someone on the line who is watching to come for me personally, or to come for someone. They're out here making sure they can get whatever they can because they want to come out of the darkness in their own life. But look at the Superstore here. Once gives me superstar, gives me someone on the rise. It gives me someone using their throat chakra, someone speaking up. And at the end of the day, the characters in the Superstore card, a little bit more naive, more fragile, more of a comedy show, look more nerdy kind of characters, all with bats and whatever. One of them's in a wheelchair, so they've got disability. This is disability crew over here, the nerds of it all. Whilst these cool, shrouded, potentially rich, somewhat obnoxious, somewhat gossip girl, cruel intentions, mean girls, all of those kind of shows comes with this card. So we're looking at a collective who has to take action against a whole group of people that are dark and sinister. They want you to join their cult. They want you to join their Illuminati. They want you to join their sex network. They want you to join their brothel community. In some states and places around the world, sex is legal, so they want you to join. But there's no judgment here. We've got Lily Phillips and Bonnie Blues of the world coming together to bang 1,000 men in a day. Life goes on. We're all trying to challenge ourselves in unique ways. There's no judgment in that sense, but I'm talking about an evil villain. This is more than villain arc era. This is somebody who has got their eye on you with a really mean intent. And it's actually kind of hot, low-key. I'm torn. You know when you're sick inside and internally, you're turned on by the sick, evil villain of the story. This is where we're at, because the main character is obviously incredibly sexy, and he's also in Tarzan, and what else is he in? He's in quite a lot of shows. He is an incredible actor. So I'm trying to look beyond his character and the face that he's giving in this image, because it's giving 50 Shades of Grey. Yeah? The rich energy and character. But look how sinister he is. Look how manipulative he is. Look how much he controls the woman in it. And look how the sequence of events occurs in the other movies that follow it as well. We're talking about being aware of who you're getting in bed to and what kind of allegiance you're walking into. Someone could be pulling up to the porn industry and signing a contract with like Brazier or Pornhub, or getting a massive deal or aligning with some kind of massive porn industry. That's what I get. Or someone in business. Somebody could become a sex slave or a dominatrix, or a sex servant, or a servant, full stop, or a server, or even a slave. Stay with me, guys. I'm just doing my job. To a wealthy aristocrat, I want to say. Yeah? I love these readings because sometimes they're so extra, but I actually know that they're on point, and I do value comments and stuff, in feedback in the comments, and I know that more comments will come. But sometimes when I do these readings, I think they're so out of this fucking world and ridiculous, and then when I do get comments, I'm like, for fuck's sake. And then I get confirmation in different ways about these readings and how they land, and when they land, it's just like, guys, I thought I was sick for even suggesting such a thing. Yeah. Like when I saw it, I thought it was awkward and I didn't want to say it out loud, but that's what you're saying happened for real? I'm like, yeah, like fucking hell. Crazy experiences, and that's why I love the TV tarot. So what's nice about this is, let's get cracking, shall we? What's nice about this is the 9 of Cups, and in it, we're looking at wish fulfillment. You done your big one. That's what I want to say. You done your big one. You got your lick back. If you know about Zeus Network, I keep screaming it from the rooftop for some reason. You done your big one. You got your lick back, meaning you fought back. You stood your ground. You took what you deserved. You got somewhere. Someone's noticed you. It's like the pimp. It's like the pimp has gone, yeah, you're gonna get an upgrade. You're gonna be on my arm now, you know? And it's kind of cringy and embarrassing. It makes me want to laugh, but there's something kind of appealing about it, and it's kind of comedic. So whether or not that's a metaphor, whether or not that's a role play scene in porn, like it gives me Lily Lou from, or Lily Lou's an independent OnlyFans porn star. She's amazing. I'm not even sure if she uses the word porn star or what she uses, but she's on OnlyFans, and she does really, really funny little skits and stuff like that. And I love Brazia. Like we're deep in the porn today, so let's just go there. I love Brazia and like Bang Bros and different kind of porn sites that have narratives and really interesting stories. I'm a nerd, so I like a good quality story, you know? So I see that coming through, and I see it kind of being a situation where someone could be getting casted in one of those kind of scenes, because it's not giving overly sinister to me, but it's got a really dark side to it. So it's like a character you're playing, a role you're playing, something you're being casted in, or a comedic sketch, or an amped up side. You know, there's propaganda and there's the roles we play. It doesn't feel quite real and scary, but there is this undertow of, well, when we're in the moment, we're in the moment, or when it is. Because in porn, and if we're using Lily Lou, for example, when she does kind of these scenes, or anyone, then you're playing that character. So in that moment, if you're doing dominatrix stuff, for example, let's just go straight to dominatrix, because I saw some dominatrix content the other day. Like, when you're doing dom stuff, when you come in the room, like, okay, I'm trying to work out how we ended up here and where I'm going, but let's ground it like this. On MTV, there's a show called Caught in the Act. It is hosted by Tammy Roman. There's also another show called Caught in the Act, A Double Life. That's hosted by Tamar Braxton. Both of these amazing black women I love, and I am overjoyed that they are turning up MTV like this with their reality shows. Amen, yes please, more. My favourites, because I am a ratchet bitch who loves this shit. Also, check out Zeus Network. But in the latest episodes that I watched of Tammy Roman, there was a dominatrix who, when she went into the meeting for the first time to meet her potential client, first she done a background check on them, checked their ID, everything really, really official. Then she sat down with them and she gave them the rules. There's a contract to be signed. There's multiple different legal forms. There's rules, regulations. There's ways in which we go about doing this. That's my point here. I'm so sorry this is so long-winded, but there's so many of you out there. This is a generalized reading, and there's so many energies. Can you see all the people in card 1? True Blood, look how many people are in Superstore. There's so many people here. So it's about getting this right. It's making there's other people in the room when this is being filmed. There's other energies. People are getting paid. Other people who've got to do their job before and after. NDAs, disclosures. Like there's more going on than you can ever possibly imagine, is the point. And the main thing I'm getting here is, in the dominatrix example we're using, there are 3 levels to this, and there is red, amber, and green. So you can say red, you can say green, you can say amber, and that's a sign of how much this is hurting or how comfortable you are with this. You can say pineapple as a safe word. You can say whatever you agree upon saying as a safe word. Yeah? So we're going to hold that and say that this is a wish come true for you. You manifested this. It is safe. It is sexual. It's like someone who's mastered their craft and created the world that they want for themselves, which felt almost near impossible. If you go to hermitology.me and you see all the things I do over there, I resonate with that energy. I feel really grateful to be able to talk to you about porn in the way in which I do, and the conversation we just had, knowing where I've come from in my career and knowing everything I'm building for the future in my career in technology. And I am a massive advocate for porn and the sex industry and it being done right, and I'm really overjoyed about that. And I was really scared and torn about the community I came from and working in childcare and education and getting out of that field and getting away from that lifestyle and allow myself to be the adult I really want to be. Not an adult star, but do you get what I mean? I advocate for people being people and adults being adults and us being liberated and free and sexy and sexual in healthy ways. So take that as it resonates. But in the middle, we've got resistance. There's a lot of fucking problems, and there's a lot of people, and there's a lot of negative, and there's a lot of commentary, and there's a lot of sickos in this world, and there's a lot of people that will target you and ruin your reputation. Like I said, we could have someone on the line right now listening, waiting. I need you to say something, hermitologist, something I can use against you in the future. I need ammunition to destroy your life. Like, there's going to be evil villains out there that hate you and hate what you do. People watch my content, and in the past, right, when I was getting the momentum, watching like what can I do, what can I take, what are you going to say? A lot of people have benefited from my overshares in the past through readings, believe it or not. Take. So once again, if you are out there just sitting there with your fingers like, what's she going to say today? What am I going to eat today? You're giving narcissistic, and you're giving them the supply. And I'm going to let you know that as a super empath, you will find narcissistic injury eventually, because I will not be your supply forever. And you will crumble and fall and feel the emptiness that is destined for you. Been abused many a times in person. And that will not occur again. So come at me, bro. Come at me. Moment of silence while we let that energy just bellow outwards. For any of you guys, stand your ground. Don't let no one target you, because I'm getting the energy of a stepdad or a brother or a legal team, someone that's going to stonewall you, someone that's going to write you out of the contract, someone that's going to try and rip you off, someone that's going to try and rob you, someone that's going to sit at the head of the board table and just kind of mean mug you or look at you a certain way, try and rip you off, or try to give you the raw deal, someone trying to violate you in some way, shape or form, someone changing the contract at the last minute, someone calling up paparazzi and setting up the stage shots, someone trying to fuck you over. Like, there's a darker tendency here. You know who you're dealing with. And you know when there's darker energies and entities around and people getting involved that don't need to be getting involved. I can't get away from this character in this card. The amount of times I've read using both of these cards, the TV tarot, but the way that this guy's staring at me today is something else entirely. Because it gives negative. 1 minute it's the story I've given you. Next minute it's actually a negative, vindictive bastard. And it's a hater, it's an old friend, it's someone evil and venomous, yeah? And they're working with other people that you actually do know. That's the resistance energy here. So you've got to be you could be getting a raise, you could be getting a promotion, you could be getting an award, you can be getting a step up, you could be falling in love, you could be getting married, you could be getting engaged, and either way, there are other people. You could be stepping up as PR, publicist, publisher. Someone's getting something, and the other people around them, yeah, are vexed or bitter and resentful or trying to mean mug you, or you're joining a team, or like whoever you're joining, there are other members already a part of it, and they've been there a long time, and they want the shot or the opportunity that you've got. You're getting a better deal, you're getting a better pay, you're getting better benefits. The person who's bringing you in, yeah, really likes you. And actually, everybody else is a little bit darker and more jaded because their life, their career, what their jobs are in this industry. Oh, this is rude. Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking say it. Like, in industries like brothels and porn stars, like everyone has had their day, everyone has had their time. Like, I'm connecting with someone who is potentially like a porn star going into the scene, about to do your first ever porn scene, and you've got people on set or extra co-stars or people around, and this woman's had her asshole beaten out more times than you can ever imagine. She has to do fucking bumhole clenches to stop herself from shitting herself on a fucking daily basis. So of course she's in her feelings because her ass is leaking non-fucking stop and your anus is tight and fresh. Just saying. Just saying. Just giving you what I've got, guys. I'm so sorry. Imagine how I feel. I'm the reader who knew we were going here today. Do you know what I mean? Bloodsuckers must die, yeah? Feels like other people who are not successful in the field anymore and have had their day, had their time in the spotlight, are getting moved out of the seat. They're getting moved away. They're going into the shadows. They're getting put on the backbench. Oh, like backbench energy as well. That's like government. That's politics. That's front row, back row. That's people that have the opportunity to speak out and be seen. That's people that's going to be in the public eye. That's people on social media, influencers. That's like business and branding. That's ambassadors. That's someone really getting a shot to shine. And that's a lot of people batting for this person. A lot of people bat for you. A lot of people are going in for you, love you, care about you. These people ain't outrightly trying to do you dirty, but they are part of a cult that's already dirty. And I don't say cult as in satanic necessarily, but any community, any closed group, any WhatsApp group, any friendship group, you're all a cult or a coven of some blood clot kind. So that's what it is here. And Ace of Swords in the future, it's going to be clear who you are. Look at the crown on top of that sword staring at me. Yeah? It's clear that you are being crowned king or queen of this shit. You are going to be so victorious in this. So the truth of the matter is, it kind of looks like in some of you guys, it's a low-key stalker who is watching your content, waiting for you to fuck up, waiting for a screenshot, waiting for any opportunity, because they're trying to build up a portfolio against you. This is what they do. This is how they play in the field. They're waiting. They're waiting and they're waiting. Thirsty. Because some people's next paycheck is coming off the back of your slip up. Yeah? They're waiting for you to slip up and release some code, release a statement, talk more of your business. If this is personally about me, because I can't help but being in my empathic bag right now, go back and look at all of my content. I've got loads. I've got over 800 videos. I talk about my whole blood clot life. I'm transparent as fuck. Go to hermitology.me. Pull up. Study me head to toe. Run the numbers. Try me, son. Because when the truth of the matter is, and when it comes to trolls and people on the internet, the strongest and the wisest choice to make, yeah, and the way that you move these dickheads out of the way is just be you. And speak on it. Because when it really comes down to it, most people are pussy. And when you meet them face to face or you really, really go toe to toe, they won't say shit. And they hide in the shadows. And the truth of the matter is, viewer, watching or not, yeah, everyone in this card is in shadow. Dark night of the soul. Your life's a mess. You shouldn't be wasting your time listening to my content. Especially when it's this long and lengthy. Choose another path in life that doesn't involve you preying on me, because I'm telling you now, you ain't going to be successful. Facts. The point is, whether or not I am in my bag and overly emotional for you or me, no one is fucking with the collective. Get that through your thick head. Make sure you let people know you are not the one to be fucked with. They can sit in shadow all day, a whole collective of them. They can stalk you, watch you, follow you 9 to 5. They can call the Fed. Pull up. Pull up with your FBI, bugging, stalking, obo, undercover asses. all day and night. Big bank stalking motherfuckers. It don't really matter. Pull up. Pull up. Do your worst. Do your worst. Because it's the light source versus the dark source in this energy. Because look, how sick is this fucking reading? Like, at the end of the day, look at the shadow. And then look at the light. This shop in Superstore is called what? Cloud 9. You're on Cloud 9 and these motherfuckers ain't nothing but vampires over here. Hating. Vampire, I beg you vacate. I beg you leave. Divert, because it's never going to end well for you. Demon, duck out now and save yourself the anguish. You should be ashamed that you pulled up here and thought I weren't going to see you through the screen. I see you, motherfucker. Say more. Pull up. Come in the comments. Pull up. Call me. Slide in my emails. Holler at me. Tweet me. Get at me. DM me. If you're really about it, show up. Because I don't play that. I'm not a prick. I've got God on the line. God's coming through. God can see you. You know God's watching, innit? So unless you're going to activate the demon in you to overtake God, which I wouldn't want to try, you might want to just fall back into the shadow a little bit more. Unsubscribe. Don't come back over here again because you lost yourself. You slipped the fuck up today, yeah. Yeah. In the past, when I see negative things in the card, I wouldn't say it. I would let it slide. That's the old me. That's the old me that used to get ravished by the narcissist. That's the old me that used to get abused and violated. That's the old me. The new me will rip your fucking neck off with my teeth. Fangs at that. Drain your blood, put it in a nice cocktail glass. Try me. Try me, son. We saw. We had to go there. The evil villain in me just met the evil villain in you. I go there. Let me tell you something about empaths as well. Let me tell you something very, very, very beautiful about empaths. What we can do and what I can do, what I'm gifted at, and why I'm really, I'm really good at working with people who have anger problems or disability or mental health problems, such disassociation to of healthy levels of emotional regulation, anger management, stuff like that. Like I can work really well with someone losing their shit, because what I can do and what any empath can do, super empath at that, especially if you're trained with the kind of skills I've been trained with. Once again, go to Hermitology and check me out, and go to the press page. You see my little inserts there about me. You know how to level with someone and take someone back, bring someone back down. Like, I haven't got necessarily hypnosis content out over here, in my opinion. Her 7D's got a little bit of consciousness stuff. But when it comes to full-blown hypnosis, like Brian Weiss spelled Weiss, my most favourite kind of hypnotist I know of. And I really love his work. I really believe in what he does. And a big part of my future is about providing sensory experiences like that. What I love about that is I know how to meet someone in the mind's eye and look dead on them and go, hey, calm the fuck down. Like, do you see me? Like, because if you like, this is how it works energetically. And I'm just giving you shamanism on the line as well. Some of you need to know about these techniques because you got dickheads coming for you. And the way I just kind of went off is how you will have to go off. And sometimes you don't even need to be that way inclined. You don't even need to be that person in personality, but you need to be prepared to go there energetically to settle someone down and make sure, don't try me. Don't try me. I'm not the one. I'm not a punk. Don't play with me. Don't play with my vibration. Don't play with my energy. Don't play with my time. Don't play with my gifts and abilities. If you think you're going to come on the line and play with me as a medium, as a reader, or you think you're going to sit in the background and I can't see you and you can't see me, and you think you're going to skirt the divine pulling up and checking you. No. Your neck will get munched on real fast. You thought you were the vampire. Mistake. I'm the empath here. Yeah? Greatest episode of Charmed I watched over the last month was a moment where Phoebe used her empathy to reverse it back onto Piper when Piper was lost, and she lost her memory, and she was in some angry kind of rage, and she was kind of throwing like blow up energy at Phoebe, and Phoebe just rediverted the energy. As an empath, your greatest power is to disarm the narcissist with your empathy. So all you've got to do is look at the narcissist faced on, and this is when you're a pussy empath. And I'm saying it from heart, okay? Because I've been the pussy empath. I'm talking to angels now who are working for the divine. This is cloud 9. We're talking about cloud 9. So I should have just went straight to good versus evil here. That's why my energy switched up. Because people always think to be an empath, to be a light worker, to be a starseed, to be someone a disciple of God, you have to speak a certain way. Hi, namaste. It's okay. There's some darkness on the line. I'm going to act like I don't see it. The reason I got munched more frequently and more time got damaged psychologically, mentally, emotionally, got abused, got robbed, got violated, got disrespected, is because empathically I could feel that I was becoming prey for one of these dirty little motherfuckers, and I let it slide. So now, what I do is I combat that energy straight away. And even if I don't want to go to war, no one wants to go to war. I don't want to armor up. I don't want to pull out my spiritual arsenal. Don't make me do it. But I will. And I will batter up, and I will win. You won't... Shh. Cloud 9. I come from Cloud 9, and you come from the pits of hell. You know we're not on par. We're not when I'm pedigree, you're far from. I will start dropping 16s. Please don't piss me off today. Don't make me do it. It's long. You've just heated me up now. Because I will go there. And the reason I will go there is because I know what happens when I don't go there. You win. You violate, you disrespect, you destroy my sense of self. You gaslight, you manipulate, you rob, you steal, you take. You drag me into shadow. You try to take me off my cloud 9. Or you're coming for me on my cloud 9. Yeah? Look at all the archangels over here. Every single one of these people, this man in the wheelchair, this Chinese guy with a hockey stick, this one with a bat, this little robot Hoover over here, all gods, deities, archangels, Hanuman I see, Kalimar I see, Vishnu I see, Krishna I see. Who on earth do these vampires think they're fucking with when you're pulling up with an artillery of ascended masters and light source, ascended masters, passed on loved ones, archangels, God's disciples, Jesus, the whole of Jerusalem came through for you. Say less. So it's brazy to me that this energy still circles around. It's people circling around you, popping in now and then, people still watching your content, viewing you online, yeah? It could be like creepy subscribers on your OnlyFans that keep paying for you, but you're sick of them, or you've blocked them, or they're making new accounts. Or it could be stalkers or people harassing you like that as well. There's loads of bare stories here. But the examples I'm giving you of when someone comes for you, yeah, and this could be for one person, and I'll say this, and I'm getting a very specific example in my mind's eye. One time, I got challenged, yeah, in a very aggressive stance. And obviously, I know how to de-escalate situations. When you kind of learn behavior management and anger management, you know how to face off with the darkest, scariest kind of energy. And when you come from the hood and you have a bad upbringing as well, I used to work with children or for a time with anger management, behavior management, children with severe autism. They're biting, they're scratching, they're clawing your face. So I understand how to work in very complex environments, yeah? Children with ADHD, ASD, anger management. I worked in PRUs, pupil referral places. Those are the kind of kids that will punch a teacher in the face and go mad and carry knives and just do a madness. Like there's no boundaries, there's no hold bars. It's wild, yeah? You're in the fucking wild. So, and I've grown up with a dad who was in prison for multiple different crimes and abusive parents. I'm an empath for a reason. I chose that route for a reason because I came from the fucking trenches. Yeah, I came from the dark night of the soul. I came from the shadow. I was born in shadow. I was born to a shadow collective. Yeah. I was a light worker sitting in the shadow since birth. Yeah? I understand what I'm surrounded by. I was mute for a long time in childhood as well, just staring at the shadows. If the whole collective was shadow, I'm just sitting in the middle like, rah, this is disgusting. Best hold my mouth and say less. Hence why most children with autism are mute, because we know better than to blood clot speak. Ugh. We shouldn't even be on this planet. Get me off of it now. Yuck. Do you get what I mean? That's for some of you guys. Gifted in your own way where you say less. And some of the smartest people in the room just shut their fucking mouth. But what people don't also know is some of the loudest people in the room making the most blood clot noise are still saying very little in regards to what they really do know. For me, I always find it really fascinating because I can talk for England, as you may notice. But there's still so much you don't know, and there's still so much I don't say. So don't ever think because I can speak freely from the tongue liberated like this, that I ain't still got a lot more I don't say. You know? And that is what you need to be aware of and conscious of and confident in. You know what you're doing. You know when you're speaking. You know what you're saying. It's because someone can't speak fluently like me and they think, oh, I'm going to slip up or I'm going to make a mistake or there's going to be something wrong. I ain't got nothing to hide, yeah? I ain't got nothing to hide. All of me is out. All of it. Use everything you've got on me. Promise you, I'm going to make it. Because I come from cloud. Come from cloud 9. Because I work for God, Allah, Ra, Jesus. I work for the divine. Brahman is my father. Try me. There's nothing to hide. So it's the people in the shadow that think, oh, I'm going to get one up on this person. Or I'm going to get ahead. Or I'm going to destroy them. Or get something on them. But you're clean of heart. They're assuming and they're projecting outwards. They must have some kind of dirt I can get. Because they've got the dirt. They're looking at the angels like, no, I must get their dirt. They ain't got no dirt. Leave. There's no dirt here. There could never be dirt here. You've got it all. You're the king or queen of dirt. Coming over here thinking other people are like you. We are one and the same, but in this instance, ain't no one same like you. You and your one and the same are already around you. The same people that you all sleep with, cheat with, have affairs with, do drugs with, lick fucking tequila off each other's tits, neck and chest, and salt and tequila all over each other's necks. Good for you. Good for you. That's your life. Sex slave, demon, dungeon, dirty, racist, abusive shit. If that's your life and you like it, good for you, stay over there. But someone's thinking that their dirty, dark sins must exist in the other. And that's ignorance as well. Because I always scream one and the same, but this person outrightly believes that all of their dirty, evil deeds and sins must be in you. Because they can't believe how you live on cloud 9 like this. So they've got to come and make sure that they can find the grey lining, the dark cloud surrounding yours. There must be a dark cloud around collective. There must be a dark cloud around collective. Collective could never be this heavenly. Collective could never be this heaven sent. I'm going to stay here and I'm going to study and I'm going to listen to everything collective does, because collective must have darkness. Collective cries. Collective speaks on their darkness. Collective fights their darkness in the light. You're so narcissistic, obnoxious, so wrapped in yourself and your own perception of what darkness is and looks like that you can't see that, because you're expecting the darkness to be thick like yours. And I'm sorry, guys, I'm going back and forth because I'm still connecting to the person on the line who is this dark person watching me or you. It's someone who shows up on social media as an earth angel, speaks up, does tarot, does readings, could be an influencer, makes content, makes bread, yeah? That has a really humble, beautiful, positive looking image. And this person doesn't show up on social media, or if they do, they show up clouded. This person does a lot of negative stuff in their life, hateful, mean-spirited, steals, takes, drugs, drinks, does a lot of, I said surgery as well, so a lot of materialism, a lot of money, a lot of facial surgery. I get a nose job, I get a hair transplant. I get like specific tattoos, lip piercing. I get all this kind of showing up in this specific way. I need to get fillers. I need to get my hair re-dyed. I need to get my highlight. A collective is focused on the materialism and the money. And a lot of their shadow is hidden, and they've got publicists and PR to hide all their dirty money laundering and shell companies and lying blood clot business deals, and they're struggling financially, probably going to collapse on their house by the end of the year, financially ain't got it going on, struggling, still paying free for the outfits that they already wore out last month, struggling. Your life's a mess, collective. Yeah? But on the other hand, the genuine collective over here, who is moving on and up into a really, really rich, prosperous life where they're genuinely loved. That's where the haters come from. Love. You have a collective that love you and bat for you. Look at I don't even need to carry on, because look at the Superstore card. Everyone is ready to ride or die for whatever comes around the corner, and they don't know what it is. No one ever knows what is going to come next, but they're ready to fucking ride or die for you. And look at the collective over here. Everyone else is just looking like, oh, are you going to join us? Come and join the shadow side. Typical demons. Typical blood clot demon energy. Ain't no one moving. They're all slow and broken internally, and they're just sitting there going, oh, you're going to come and join us? Come and drink some blood. We got a few muggles left. Do you want to bite on this human's neck with us? Whilst the rest of these people over here are like, who's coming? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They're ready to smash up whatever comes around the corner. Yeah? And that's how it should be. And it's about takedown, and it's about taking down negative energy in your atmosphere that is toxic to you. The angels are prepared to fight back now. And I say that loosely, because I never promote violence on this channel or anything negative. So this is really metaphorically speaking. But I do get that energy, yeah, where someone is in your face screaming at you, like shouting at you, right? And they're breaking things, smashing things, and they're being violent. I think maybe they've potentially abused you before, or threatened to abuse you, or being really, really aggressive with you, yeah? And in that moment, all you have to do is meet them where they stand. You don't need to raise your voice or get angry or retaliate. It's different for all of us how we manage our emotions. But let them know in that moment you're not the one. Because this person is trying to... And I get this in two ways as well. Because some people, like me, I will cry and I will scream and I will shout when I'm being violated. And someone will think they're really, really slick and be passive. Like I've had someone laugh in my face before. Violate me, steal from me, laugh in my face, and then be incredibly passive after they've just stabbed me in the back and snaked me. And then generally they just look at me with this snidey little evil fucking smirk on their face, like they're innocent, like butter wouldn't melt in their fucking mouth. And then I'm going off. You're violating me, you're taking a piss, da 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 da. I'm cussing, I'm angry, because you think I'm a dickhead and you're playing me, and the whole time, just snidey little smile on my face. Because they feel like they've got away with it, because they're playing villain. And they think the empath's going to be fragile. So sometimes you need to amp up and go mad, like I said. Yeah? Metaphorically speaking, your neck's going to get munched. I will vampire your blood clot neck. Metaphorically speaking. This content took a turn. But when I'm hype, I'm hype. And it is what it is. Yeah? Obviously, there's no violence and no physical violence whatsoever through any of these readings, and that's what I'm saying. We're using it as a metaphor, and I speak quite a lot about vampirism and the narcissist and the gaslighter as vampires, and in relation to biting necks, we are talking about taking back your power more than anything else in regards to people sucking you dry. We spoke about the blood and the water at the beginning, didn't we? So we're talking about, I'm just clarifying that for anyone on the line who's like raw. Because I'm like, damn, we bit off more than we could chew with that bite neck comment. Because when you piss me off, I will be rude and abusive violently, verbally, not physically. Violent verbal abuse is something I am aware of, okay? And I'm still an empath, but don't fuck with me, please. Because I'm not the one. And that's the message here. I should probably just turn off and walk away. I've done too much now. We've gone too far. But at the end of the day, we are not violent and abusive people. But people will take advantage of that. Sexual abuse, rape, thievery, narcissism, stealing, violations of the worst kind, revenge porn. Yeah? Stealing from you, from your digital accounts. Stealing your followers catfishing you, catfished by your mum, your dad, your brother, catfished by family and friends, stealing your intellectual property, stealing money from your company accounts, like stealing significant stuff, like a lot of digital stealing as well. Selling your business ideas up the chain, taken from you in major ways. And because they've done it in a way that's kind of niche or new age, or no one's really doing that, and it doesn't look like it's a big deal, but it is. You walked away, and these people are still there, thinking that you're going to carry their emotions. Because once again, at the beginning, like I said, the narcissist will feel that injury. They will feel that injury. If someone is over here feeding on your content, if someone over here is feeding on my content, as I evolve and grow, and as my readings shift and change, and as my content changes, and I stay in my lane and focus on evolving, they're only going to see me continue to evolve. And they're just going to keep peeking in and watching, or just sitting here with their hands together. But in what way are they benefiting? Because they've got a life. They should be making content for themselves. They should be living their life. They should be learning and evolving. Imagine this is the channel for evolution and growth, and for us to all evolve and grow independently. Imagine I'm giving out positive advice and trying to. But on the line, we've got Dark Source just sitting here, festering, looking for a way to destroy other. Did you see the problem? And in that same processing, they can't see that they're in the wrong domain. You could have never come over here to a light space where we're doing light work to be a dark source, to promote darkness, or to manifest darkness in the light domain. You're in my light domain trying to manifest darkness off the back of my light. You could never have come over here to listen to me talk light, so you can take that and transmute that into darkness. Could never. You could never be here still listening to me now. Surely not. With dark as your incentive and your driving force, Lucifer. Lucifer, is that you? Lucifer, come in. Hit the like if you are indeed Lucifer on the line. Thinking you're going to get somewhere today. Trying to take me off my cloud nine. Come the blood clot out of this section. Said it once already. Brass. We're going to have to call it, guys, because this is ridiculous. It's definitely a demon on the line. Praying. Page of Pentacles. Your surrounding environment, yeah, frequency and vibration, is the Page of Pentacles. Simple as. That's you and your coin. Look at all the cups that you left behind. You walked away from anything that left you ungrounded. And it's loads of people, like the way I'm talking about this and doing this reading, it's interesting because it's not only am I getting dragged in like someone on the line is a negative person that I wouldn't want to be here, potentially someone I've blocked, potentially someone who's stalking and harassing me from the past, who I've actually swerved, someone who I've actually had disagreements with that I chose not to speak about, but they're going to pull up. And I understand it's social media and that happens, fair enough. But if you know I don't like you, and you know you're blocked, and you know we're not on good terms, please bear in mind, and this is me acting grown up for a minute now, because if this is the case, then let's squash this quickly. Please bear in mind, this is a spiritual platform still. This ain't just a vlog or a blog. This ain't just your everyday content. I'm channeling. I'm a spiritualist. I'm a shaman. I'm a clairvoyant. I'm a reader. So when you pull up, whether or not you believe in my gifts or not, or you think that I'm a skeptic or you're a skeptic or not, you're on my line. You're on my spiritual line. You're impacting on my connection with the divine. So when I'm getting salty and rowdy and aggy, it's because I'm feeling a presence that I don't enjoy. So I'm connecting with a collective that also there's presence around you that you don't enjoy. And in the past, we used to hold our mouth and say it. If there's someone on the line impacting on our spiritual content, our spiritual gifts and abilities, people think this is a joke on the platform. People think that tarot reading and clairvoyance and channeling is a joke thing. That's why people feel like they can just pull up over here even though they're not liked and they're stalking and we see them as haters. And I blocked you out of my life a long time ago. What you doing here? Do you get what? They think it's acceptable. They think it's a laugh and a joke. And now I've probably fed the narcissist so much they're going to subscribe and come back every single week, boosting the views. Because they feed on that shit. You know what I mean? Because their life sucks. But it's our awareness of that, and it's important for us to call it out. And for a stage on the channel when my channel was not moving at all and I couldn't even do content, every time I came on certain zodiacs, the energy was just dirty, frequently, like I could tell the energy that was in that reading. I just wouldn't read. I just wouldn't read for certain zodiacs, and I would just come over here and start fighting with the zodiacs because I know who's in that reading. I'm like, why are they showing up on my channel? Like, I blocked you. It's just rude at this point because this is spiritual. This is my spiritual craft. So if you want me to come down to your vibration, which is actually hell, Lucifer vibration, and start biting off your neck, let me know. It's not a cute thing for me, but we've got the yin and yang alien symbol here for a reason. I'm not scared to spin round to the dark side to make sure my chakras stay clean and fresh. Or chew your neck off, like I said, more time. If I know you're a demon, I'll destroy you. Psh, not a second thought about it. Couldn't care less. One less to worry about. Don't worry, God, I saw that demon there. I'll grab him. You rest up now, it's Sunday. Yeah? Dickheads. Don't play me, please. I'm not the one. Can't believe I'm just beefing over here, and I hate this energy. It's hard to be a reader, and so many of us want to stay in love and light. I do want to stay in love and light. I do want to be positive and healing. I do want to stay on cloud 9. But look at all of our look at my whole spirit team over here. Look at our spirit team over here with the bats and the hockey sticks ready to war because of these dark dickheads. It's exhausting. So your greatest asset is the Six of Wands, and we're leaving on that note. And the Six of Wands is beautiful because it really is simply saying, and it's the same energy as the Superstore card, which is what? We're all armoured up and we're all victorious and we're all walking with our spiritual artillery. And it's not a nice word to say spiritual arsenal, spiritual artillery, but it is when it is not a dark spell, because we don't do spells, we don't do voodoo. Sorry guys, go to another channel if you're into dark spell casting and demonic shit. I don't do it. I don't burn what do you call it, photos of people and do sick twisted yucky stuff. I just don't do it. I don't believe it. I don't believe in it. I think it's gross. I just stay light and I stay positive and I pray and I worship and I focus on the deities and I'll light candles and I'll say a prayer and I'll manifest in a holistic way. But when you meet me with dark, if I see darkness, I will out it. Because I haven't got time. Because I understand what the demon does to the vibration versus what God will do to the vibration. And God is saying, you're victorious. Keep walking with your ascended masters. Keep walking with your light source. Keep walking with the people that are on your journey. And I know lots of different kind of witches and tarot readers, and not all of them are the lightest, but all of them are working with the divine. And you need to know source. You need to understand your ascended masters. Whoever I'm connecting with, I don't need to explain that to you anyway. You know. You know your army. You know your spirit team. You know your disciples, or who you're a disciple of. You know your light source and you know where you're going, and you're fully awakened and aware of the darker entities around you. Some of you have a sister who is sick. Like when I say she is very dark, she seduces you into things, I get. Manipulates you with money, seduces you into things, takes from you. There could be incest. I've had a few readings come up about incest, you know. So there's another incest energy here with a sinister sister. Could be even a twin. Yeah, there could be an issue with a twin sister or twins, and both of you have a really toxic energy. I get also a lesbian friend who's trying to turn you all the time, or a lesbian relationship that's toxic. Like I get a lesbian girl who keeps seducing you in some kind of way, or sleeping with you and your brother. There's a triangle here of a sister, a lesbian, and a brother, and one of your friends, someone sleeping with everyone's sleeping with everyone. And it's wrong and twisted. Like I said, cruel intention energy came through with this card at the beginning. And obviously there's a director of some kind of company coming through, and someone on the board, the team of the board, and there's lighter hearted stuff around that porn industry and the business deals in the boardroom. That was less serious and sinister. It's someone in the dark who works for like some kind of TMZ style thing, I get. Not even like... it gives me a little TMZ, because it gives me someone who is, and it's a man who either owns the company or is a publicist in that company, and he wouldn't want things to go any other way than his way. And he has to find the dirt on people. It's some people whose job is to find the dirt on others. And that's why I said a little bit like spy energy or like stalking energy, because it's kind of what they do. Like, some people's careers are so nasty and dirty, and it's just norm to them. So they're so immune from doing anything positive or nice, because they think everyone's life is rooted in gossip and glitz and glamour and the shiniest money and glitz and glamour and handbags and fancy finer things and eating out in luxurious places. Like, some people have lost morality altogether, and they're looking at the collective, especially this collective, because we are alternative spiritual. Like, we're not necessarily your namaste, love and light, my yoga pants are on and I am dancing around in the leaves. Internally, we are that to a certain degree. We are still fairy, but we also live in the real world, and we've been fucked up the arse many a times, and not in the most positive way. Metaphorically speaking, of course. And as a result, we come with a little bit more grit, and we come with intuition and guidance from our ascended masters, and we use it, and we are not scared to, like, we are Buffy the Vampire Slayer in this bitch. That's the point. When it comes down to it, we are light beings, but if I need to stake you, I will. And if it's going to be a difference between you biting my neck or me biting yours, you're going to bleed out. Because you're not sucking my blood. Bloodsuckers must die. If that resonated, guys, hit like, because that was intensive. If that made sense, feel free to share more in the comments. And I'll be back soon with more love and light.